I'm sure you too are coming across things lately where you're in conversation with someone, and when it comes to agreement, sitting on different sides of the fence. They are on their side, you're on your side. They think they're right, you think you're right. There comes a point when we all want to be right. It's good old righteousness, right? However, when we come to an impasse where things feel awkward, that righteousness brings the ego to the fore big time. That ego wants to control, it becomes aggressive, it wants to punish, it wants to resist, it wants to withdraw. And then we feel wary about reconnecting with this person, and we need to. At some point, we'll do everything in our power to stay right, whether it's inside our heads or whether it's bringing people together on tribe to endorse that we are right. And all that happens is that the spiral keeps going down and down. There feels like there's no willingness to understand what's going on in that other world, the other camp. We're all so hell-bent on being right. Now, these times right now are not times to create even more division nor separation. It's not a time to withdraw our love, our compassion, our respect, our willingness to find a way together. It's right on time now to make amends. It's time to observe what's going on here, because all that's happening is that we're living in two different realities. They have their reality, you have yours. Here's what I hear often. The problem is that we think it's other people's problem, so they need to work it out. And isn't that way too easy? It's simply far too easy to pass the buck, pass the blame. We throw up our hands and say, it's not my problem, and we refuse to back down. We refuse to take responsibility that is ours. We don't even need to put a sticking plaster on because we can't, although we'd like to. Here's the next thing. We can't take things personally. Nothing other people do is because of you. Sounds crazy, right? However, nothing other people do is because of you. They are going about their lives in their own way. They are preoccupied with their own stories, their own reality. The noise in their head is loud. What they say, what they do, the opinions they give, they're all rolled in with what they have made up in their own minds. So it's not a time for you to take their words and their actions personally. Let it go. Here's another thing. Majority of us do not wake up in the morning thinking, whose day can I piss off today? And yet we do. You do, I do. Don't take it personally. The real reality is to be able to ask ourselves, what can I do to mend these relationships? And you might be wondering right now, maybe there's nothing I can do. And I'm saying, yes, there surely is. I'm going to give you some simple, great tips. None of them are easy, way easier said than done. However, take what you need. Here's the first. To be able to own up, to be able to ask myself, how can I take responsibility for my part? Number 2, I can apologize and mean it. I can also restate my intention. My intention might be that I want to see a way forward with this person. My intention might be I want to be their ally and not come across as their adversary. My intention could be ... You get the drift here. Third piece is I can look at my own resistance and challenge myself every day to open up just that much more, to be curious just that much more, and watch the difference that this makes. I can look at my ego and how it's sliding right on in and taking over. Only I have full reign over this. No one else has. You cannot say, other people made me do this. This is about you on the inside. And how can you take hold of that reign and rein it in? Put your friend ego to one side. You've got this. I can respectfully challenge others, particularly when I sense they are resistant. I can assertively state, followed by an open-ended question. It might go like this. I'm sensing there's resistance and ego talking. What are the alternatives? I know it takes guts and courage, but you know what? Take that neutrality, state it for what it is, say it kindly, say it respectfully, and watch what a difference this can make. I can also choose to sense and respond rather than predict and control. I can take the high route rather than the low route. I can absolutely trust that this is eventually going to work itself out. I can see the positive outcome. I can hold that container wide open for others to step into. Now, the key here is not to have any expectation on timing. It's going to happen. It may not be today. It may not be this month, this year. It is going to happen. Hold that faith. Hold the feeling and keep recentering on those. What a difference that will make. And that takes quiet courage, dedication, determination, and not allowing yourself to go low, staying high yet again. I can also do so much more with my thoughts. Now, if you can imagine, thought is like a huge conveyor belt. There are trillions of thoughts going by all the time. Something happens like this conversation, like the weather, anything, and a million thoughts go by. Now, you can choose the thoughts to let them worry you. You can get worked up about them. You can say, why is this happening to me? This isn't fair. Or you can pick a thought up off that conveyor belt. One that says, what do I have to learn here? Or isn't this great? You know, man, we're in amazing times right now. Or right now, we can work this through together somehow. You have a lot of choices, and on this conveyor belt, your only role here is to observe what the thoughts are that are going by, traveling by in the belt, and select the ones that you're after. It's learning to pick the thoughts, not take credit for them, simply learning to observe and select the thoughts that you know are going to hold you healthy and in an amazing space. That piece is always your choice. Same with the words that we use as well. I can use my words to create chaos and spread negativity. My choice. Or I can use them to create good in this situation, to create good in the world at large. Same thing as a conveyor belt. At the end of the day, you and I are not about how society judges us. What others think of us is none of our business. I'm going to say that again. What others think of you is none of your business. What is your business is how much you love yourself, how much I love myself, and how I feel directly about me is proportional to the quality and integrity of my word. When I'm impeccable with my thoughts and my words, I feel good. I feel happy and I'm at peace regardless of what's going down around me. Everything always comes around full circle. So this is not a time to fly low, folks. You and I always have a choice. Let's stay high. And let's reset to this every day because our lives depend on it right now. Above all, don't take things personally. This is a time right now to stay strong, stay open and respectful, compassionate. All of these words come into it, and it takes a reset every single day and a consciousness. You have the power, you have the courage to go there and reset like this every single day and to catch yourself in motion during the day. Stay strong. Kia kaha.